Well, hello everybody. Welcome to P.B.M. Money. Today I want to talk about the clock reset for my credit cards. Now, just to give you a little bit of background, I have been playing the cashback credit card game for about 2 years, I guess. And we've done very well. Our last game that we did last year was making $1,000 on credit cards in a year, and we did it in like 6, 7, 8 months. I don't really remember how long, but it was quick. And so I decided my long-term game is to buy my duplex, and we're in the middle of that process. My intention was the end of next year to pay off our little house and get my duplex. So I was going to take the rest of this year and next year off from credit cards just to make sure that my credit was at peak shape when I went to go buy the duplex. Well, something happened along the way, and that would be we are now in the process of buying another little rental house. Don't ask, it's a God thing. But anyway, I learned some things along the way, and I wanted to share those with you. First off, in the last 3 or 4 months, I had bought or had gotten the new City Custom Cash Card, which, by the way, awesome credit card. I highly recommend it. And I did a video on that called The Unenveloping of My Mac Daddy Card. Check that out. That is a good video. So when we did that, that kind of changed my plan of buying my duplex next year, and now it's going to push it out to about 4 years from now. So one of the things that I learned is the bank doesn't really care about, I mean, unless there's an obnoxious amount of credit inquiries. They never asked me a question about that. I mean, they asked me, questions about large sums of money going into my account, or had I done anything in the last few months. But they didn't seem to care as long as they could check the boxes. The other thing I learned is when I was in the business years ago, banks kept most of the loans in-house. All they're doing now is checking off boxes. They're going to sell my my house loan to Freddie Mac, and they told me that. I know that to be a fact. So all they're doing is they're going down and they, is this credit rating above this? Check. They didn't say which is utilization. They did want to know income to debt ratio, which mine you're allowed to be at 40%, which has changed. It used to be 25%. They've increased that to 40%. And mine is currently at 14%, and that's including the house payment. So I'm fine. Checked off another box. So when there was no issue with that, and there was no questions asked, he ran my credit, everything was fine, I decided 2 things. Number one, I'm not going to worry so much about this in 4 years. I am going to pay attention, but I am not going to stress like I did this time. I actually was worried when I got that credit card that was going to influence the loan. It will not. But I also realized, okay, so if that pushes my duplex out 4 years, I've got 3.5 years that I can get back in and play the game. So I have decided that I'm going to start researching back, and my goal will be to get 2 or 3 cards a year with sign-up bonuses. And the thing I'm still tossing around is, do I want to do cash back exclusively, or do I want to get a travel card? Because right now, I got to tell you, the points on the travel cards are phenomenal. Now, I don't claim to be that smart about travel cards, but it's my understanding you can get a ticket to anywhere in the United States, round trip, for 25,000 points. And there are credit cards out there offering 60, 80, 100, 120,000 points just to sign up for the credit card as a welcome bonus. I mean, if you get 100,000, that's 4 round-trip tickets anywhere in the country. It might not be a bad thing. I mean, it might not, I mean, even though I'm not interested in travel right now, maybe one a year when the bonuses is really good, and just stockpile points, you know? I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. I'm definitely going to do the majority cash back because that's my jam, and we'll do that. So right now I'm researching. I can't do anything till we close. And I'm probably not going to do anything till the new year, but we'll get a couple next year, a couple sign-up bonuses. And the reason I want to do that is if I just do $1,000 a year for 4 years, that's $4,000 that'll be towards my duplex, and that's for doing nothing than just applying and living. Here's $4,000 for getting our credit card. Okay. Great. So anyway, the good news is that the clock has been reset. I've got now 3.5 or 4 years I can play the credit card game. The bad news is it's 4 years until I can get my duplex. You know, to be honest with you, getting my duplex next year was a good goal. The problem with that is I'm not planning on retiring for about 5 years, and I wanted to, you know, and I was worrying about, do I rent it out for 4 years and pray that it turns over, and, you know, what was I going to do with it for the next 3 years after I bought it? So this is all right. We'll have another source of income. We'll have another little house, and we'll pay them both off and get my duplex just before I retire. I like that game plan better. I just wish I'd thought of it. It was all God. We know that. He's in charge. So I'm all good. But it hit me yesterday that the clock has been reset on my credit cards, and now we can get back in there. And the reason I was thinking about that is because I've been rethinking all of my goals, savings goals for next year. And I'm going to do a video on setting goals. And I have been working on this goal now for about 3 months, and I've got another 2 probably to go through in different gyrations and scenarios to see which one makes the most sense. But we're getting close, and when we get there, I'll let you know what the new game for next year is. And I'm going to make a video here pretty shortly on the process of setting financial goals. Well, you guys have a great day, a great week, and happy investing.